Hey guys, I'm Jared, and since Trump started his campaign, people were comparing him to Adolf Hitler. Now that he has enabled his Muslim ban, which bars citizens of 7 Muslim majority states from entering the US for 90 days, people see even more of a resemblance. But I'm here to tell you that comparing Trump to Hitler is one of the most ridiculous things you could possibly do. I may not agree with what Trump says majority of the time, but to compare him to a man who tried to take over the continent of Europe is a little far-fetched. And here's why. Hitler came to power during the Second World War, and he was known to be a dictator of Nazi Germany. Keyword being dictator. Trump definitely isn't a dictator. He's the face of a democracy, which is the US government. Hitler killed 11 million people during the Holocaust just because they didn't agree with his ideologies. Trump hasn't killed a single person, at least to our knowledge. Now with that being said, Trump is targeting a certain race, Muslims, just like Hitler did with Jews. The main difference here is Hitler actually massacred 6 million Jews because they were Jews. The reason for Trump's ban of Muslims is because, in his own words, he thinks it will keep radical Islamic terrorists out of the US. Now I'm not defending his stance in any way, but again, he's not killing people, just telling them they can't live in his country. And he's not targeting people because he doesn't like their faith, but more specifically because he genuinely thinks it's going to help his country fight terrorism. Another reason why the comparison isn't fair is because you're not only attacking Trump, but now anyone that supports him. Now you may think, well, who supports Trump other than racist, homophobic, sexist people? You'd actually be surprised. Here are quotes from people who voted for Trump. Donald Trump is very real and very sincere. We're tired of being cheated. The more they try to attack him, the more we love him. Another person said, I think he's really someone who understands economics and international finance on a global level in many ways, beyond just theory, but real first-hand experience. NASCAR driver David Reagan said in May of 2016, my ancestors were immigrants from Ireland in the 1700s, and I support legal immigration in the way our forefathers intended it to be. The current immigration system is broken and millions are taking advantage of it while having a negative impact on the entire US. Now of course people just didn't vote for Hillary because they saw Trump as the lesser of two evils. And some of those people do regret their decision. Personally, I don't think Trump is necessarily even as close to as bad as Hitler. With that being said, I do think he is a little extreme in his beliefs, specifically the idea that turning away refugees fleeing terrorism because they may bring terrorism to the US. But if you look at statistics from the Cato Institute from 1975 to 2015, of the countries Trump put this ban on, not a single one have killed people in terrorist attacks on US soil. 6 Iranians, 6 Sudanese, 2 Somalis, 2 Iraqis, 1 Yemeni, 0 Libyans, and 0 Syrians have been convicted of executing terrorist attacks on US soil during that time period. Which means of the countries banned, 17 citizens in total across 7 countries tried to carry out terrorist attacks and none of them succeeded. However, across just 3 of the countries that Trump's family does business with, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, and the United Arab Emirates, also known as UAE, there have been a total of 32 terrorist attacks on US soil. Of those 32 attacks, there were 2,845 deaths. So to end the video, I will say comparing Trump to Hitler, that's just stupid, but considering how he's manipulating Americans into believing he's making it a safer place, well that's just bull. Alright, bye guys.